Greetings everyone, this is First Centaurian 753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution. And I had made some notes. Oh, we're playing as the Return to the Golden Age of Greece. I made some notes in the last episode, before the last episode, things I wanted to go over with you guys, but I forgot to do it. I wanted to take a look. We can run the thing as we're doing this. I wanted to take a look at the trade balance here. And if you look at industry, we definitely do have a trade balance here. We're importing a lot, and we have a negative trade balance. We are exporting a lot more than we had originally. Our exports have grown, octupled. I don't know how to say that.
The movement seems to be blowing it.
Okay, good.
As I predicted, the systematic analysis of the
17%. That's it.
has allowed.
Okay, so we're bringing in more imports. We're also bringing in more exports. It's okay to bring in imports as long as we are exporting more in the overall. Right now we do have a negative trade balance for industry, though. And if you look at farming, we also have a negative trade balance here as well. But we are exporting more than we have, and we have a greater GDP than we have. A little bit less people involved in agriculture and farming. However, if you go to services, this is where our economy is thriving. Okay, look at that trade balance, 302 trade balance, positive trade balance. And if you look here, I should have showed you in the last one. It hiked up right around September, and that's when the inflation went out of control too. So it's like our overall imports, I think, went up a lot, or exports went up a lot, right around the time of our inflation. So I don't know what exactly, how increasing exports ended up causing inflation.
You've changed the deal on
like that's when the inflation went up by to like 30 or 40 or 50% or something like that. So if anyone knows how that exports impact inflation, feel free to post down below and share with everyone else. We are at 93%, boosting up research and athletics infrastructure. I think the Summer Olympics are going on in 2020 in Tokyo. Oh, and the other thing that I wanted to do, since our popularity is up into the 90s now,
the sit-in begins to run out of
they're going to run out of steam, but they're going to come back right away because I'm going to do something. I'm going to see if I can pull something off. Head of state. Let's see if we can extend our term another year. One more year. Change the length of the state. We're going to go from 6 to 7. Let's get a poll on this. And looks like it will pass, and I think the people will like it, but there are some parties out there that will be really against it. Let's go ahead and do it. Extending my power even further. Extending my power and term, and this series, even further. Oh, and let's see the reaction to that. They're going to come right back with a new sit-in. I don't see any reaction. No reaction to that law proposal? Care for refugees? Wow, that's amazing. When is that going to get passed? The 25th. Closing of the Olympics. What's the report? How do we do? Did we get top 10? We were 26 before.
One of my men succeeded in.
Good. Infiltrate Jihadist Caliphate. Should get some Olympic results soon. And I don't know where my aircraft carriers are. Do we have the aircraft carriers? Sports victory, nice. We're still waiting for those aircraft carriers. I don't need the aircraft carriers for Cyprus. Oh, 24th, that's it. Just behind Turkey, damn, rival. This is an excellent result. Prime Minister, our athletes behaved admirably. I congratulate you. Congratulate them in your name. They confess to me. They hope they can do even better the next time. But let's savor the pleasure, etc., etc. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and push for some more of that infrastructure, huh? Yeah. let's get a big one here. 500 million. 30,000 seats. Go ahead and confirm that. What about 50,000 seats? Okay, 2 big stadiums being built after that sporting victory. Bargain concluded with Minister for Family in Egypt. Mole, play low. And any bump from those two? Sports and soccer and tennis, all like it. Okay, that looks good. Football, soccer, sports, tennis, public finance. Alright, the other thing is, with that nuclear fission, I wonder if I should go nuclear on power. I'm not sure I really need to. Look at that consumption. We're doing pretty good. Electrical production is overconsumption. Price has gone up even more. I can't get control over that price. That went up in October. Can't seem to control that price. Here was another trade imbalance. Negative trade balance. But again, the service sector overwhelms everybody. So I'm fine with importing industry and agriculture in order to export massive amount of services. That's fine with me. And I guess an educated population would have a large service sector. I think we're making more money. Seems like you make more money exporting services than you do anything else. Probably employs a lot more too. Let's see here. So, do I want to go nuclear? Construction. Can I go nuclear? I can go nuclear. That's an option. How much would it cost? $13 billion. That's a lot. I don't know how much it would give me. I guess it'd be fun to just test it out once. But look at the solar. The solar panel has been constructed, and that gives 0.1. That gives a whole terawatt, actually. That's so much better than everything else. Well, fossil fuel, what's 100? Yeah, that is so much better. We should probably build more of those. But we don't need anything right now. So, you know, the energy thing is under debate. I could start to dismantle a lot of my fossil fuels, especially with a nuclear power plant, probably. Okay, so energy is up for debate, and probably something we could save for the campaign, if we ever actually do have a campaign. What is dismantlement? Dismantlement of that. 15 million. 81 billion to dismantle them all, huh? What if I just dismantled 1,000 of them? 19 billion. That's actually affordable. We're not gonna do that yet, though. That would be 20%. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. In the meantime, we are looking towards this guy, right? We're gonna get this law passed on the 25th, and I am getting ready for an invasion of Cyprus. I don't want anyone's help with this one. And if you're looking at Cyprus, there is a British airbase we got to watch out for. There's a military base, 2 cities, and the Turks are right there. That's another thing. This will contain Turkish aggression. Oh yeah, and I wanted to go over what there are actually some foreign policy goals in this that I never mentioned before. Well, I didn't mention. I mentioned them in the first episode, but I haven't really been focusing on. I guess I have been focusing on them. Undeliberately focusing on them. U.S. airbase there, but the four foreign policy goals, which I don't list. I didn't list below.
Cannot really be described as fatal. 2 arrests.
2 arrests. So I didn't list them below, but the 4 foreign policy goals were 1, to end the Syrian conflict, which pretty much has ended. So that's like check mark there, especially since it's now a dependency. 2 was to unalign Turkey with the West, get them out of the Euro or NATO or something like that, and then go ahead and invade and conquer Turkey. That has not been achieved yet. 3 is to create a Neo-Europe faction, and I guess we're kind of moving towards that with exiting the Euro, exiting the well, we're not exiting. We're outside the Eurozone. So we're breaking that a little bit. And again, conquering Cyprus. Cyprus is part of the Eurozone too. That will pull them further away. So we're taking steps there. And then the fourth goal was to create a Hellenic empire, which I think you could probably say I have a Hellenic empire going here. We're going to make it even bigger. But I think we're looking good right now as far as a lot of the foreign policy goals. Domestic goals, we're on track to achieve one of them. But there are still others. We have got a lot of tanks here. This is 1,300 tanks to 31 of the Iranians. 28, 31. They've got 59 tanks. I am going to go ahead and let's pull out 363 of our tanks. Let's move them to this base there. Getting ready for, we got helicopters. Getting ready for the invasion of Cyprus, which I think is going to probably come in September here. Where are these stupid French planes? Are still, they're never going to get rid of them. Where are my fighters? Alright, we got 100 fighters there. I think I want all my rank 3 fighters to be based here at Rhodes. So let's go ahead and, because they're all kind of spread out right now. There's 21 of them. That's enough for an airstrike. Let's go ahead and move all of them right there. That work? Yeah, there they are. Okay, 21 rank 3 fighters to Rhodes. That's a fighter wing, smaller fighter wing, but we're going to use them to hit Cyprus. We're also going to have this fighter wing here at Crete, which it's been attacking Libya. And we saw in Lebanon. We have a lot of our forces still in Lebanon. We've got 2 military camps still operational here. Not a ton of troops there. 3,000 troops there. 3,000 in Beirut. Here we got a good number of troops. Commandos. I guess we don't have too many. I thought there was a lot more. Alright, not as many as I thought. 7,000 there. Still have a lot in Israel. 43 fighters. Ooh, okay. Good to know that. Whoa, 47,000 troops there. I guess we'll just pull 20,000 from this. Although, you know, this is the front, kind of. I do want some troops closer to Greece and the homeland. Alright, infantry redeploying from there. They're going to attack Cyprus, and the law should be passed today. Public finances took a hit from what? If we pass that law today, we can go before the UN and prepare and denounce Cyprus, I guess, before the UN. So I think we might be taking Cyprus. Could be this episode. Law pass. Okay, the law has passed.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
And no reaction. Opening of Paralympics. It is time to go before the UN and deal with this site. We've secured our power domestically and now provide proof that a nation is a threat to international security. Here we go. Cyprus. Yes, there you are. Okay, United Nations Security Council is supposed to be informed of poor behavior of member states, assumes principal responsibility for maintaining international security and peace. Let's go ahead and inform them of that. Alright, Greece. The UN Tribune. Greece accuses Cyprus.
We have irrefutable evidence that this country is violating international conventions.
There we go.
This evidence
Going back to
should
war.
lead you to consider thoughtfully. What shall we do? Should we close
94%
our
popularity.
eyes, or should we reaffirm the rule of law?
Yes. Alright, so 94% popularity. And we just passed the law extending our power. We have sufficient evidence for sanctions. After examining your request, we admit that the evidence that you brought to our attention is sufficiently strong to take concrete action against Cyprus. Sanctions. I want more than just sanctions, though. Ask Security Council to authorize military intervention against a country. Cyprus. And let's see. You know what else I forgot to do? I forgot to readjust my foreign aid. Requesting authorization to take military action against Cyprus. I think most of our fleets are down here too. Where's their port? Do they have a fleet? I see an international air base. I don't see a port anywhere. Where are our cruisers? Are they down here? Submarine, one submarine. Commandos. Where are the cruisers? Warmongering. Yeah, you got that right. There they are, 35 cruisers. Alright, let's deploy them. 119 miles west towards Cyprus. We are in position, getting aggressive against these guys. Again, in the Secret Service files, what did we reveal? Exterior, consult files on head of state. Do they still have it? Cyprus. Alright, we have proof of financial aid towards terrorist organizations. And we got a bunch of other people lined up here to attack. Right now we're just waiting for the UN. And the question is, who is on the UN? Let's go here to the Security Council. I gotta get myself on the Security Council. That's the next move. UN, Security Council. Japan. Bhutan, I know we're giving them aid. Egypt, not giving them aid. Swaziland, probably not giving them aid. Let's see. Oh, you know what I could do? Give aid. Billions. $1 billion worth of aid? I don't think so. Average donation is $1 million. So let's give $2 million. I just got an email. $2 million in aid to Swaziland. And I don't think I'm giving aid to these guys either. Or are we giving aid? $15 million aid to Guinea. I know I'm giving aid to these guys. Yeah, that's our number there. Okay. What about aid to Nigeria? Looks good. Aid to Ghana. We're doing pretty good there. I was giving aid to... No, I wasn't. Okay. Who else was getting aid? Azerbaijan? They were on the Security Council. Yeah, let's reduce their aid. That'll save us some money. Okay. I feel I shouldn't be laughing at that. Alright, good. Looks good. UN Security Council Management. Uh-oh. I ask you seriously reconsider your decision to reduce economic aid to our country. It will be a serious blow to the development program. I don't really care. I don't care. Azerbaijan. Yeah, you didn't like me too much anyways. I guess I could give aid to Jordan, maybe, to win them over. Oh, 30 billion, huh? 30 million. That's the average donation. Let's donate a little bit to them too. Developmental aid.
Incredible! The first prize, can you believe it?
Beautiful.
All our cultural policy has been indirectly rewarded by this. And all
Musical
the
festival in
municipalities
Austria.
always supported your policies.
Alright, now we got a cultural victory. Bump us up to 100. That's huge. Cultural prize. Alright. See, those cultural and sports investments do pay dividends later on down the road. Just FYI. And now we are turning our culture around. Music prizes, 24th in the Olympics. Giving out financial aid. Controlling an empire. And about to take on Cyprus. And this will contain Turkish aggression too, because the Turks are right there, and they don't like us now. They're getting a little tense. All right. Still got Iranians on the border. And Pakistanis. The Iranians haven't pulled anyone out yet.
Your politics are on the right track. At last, the fatherland is ahead who tackles the problems head on.
There we go. Hugo Batista suggested reducing the conscripts. Conscripts put us over 300,000. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. Right now I'm working on buying more equipment, I think, is the big move. Yeah, reducing conscripts in exchange for career soldiers. They'll be more efficient, that's right. But bumping up this number of career soldiers is difficult, because it's gonna you get a backlash with that. Let me just go ahead and bump up. I'll bump it up to 2,000 and see what type of reaction we get from that. I've been bumping it up like 1,000 periodically. We're at 100%, so we can afford a little bit of a loss popularity-wise, or even a demonstration and a sit-in. We're definitely becoming more... Oh man, look at that. See? Has a big hit. Riots! Oh my god. Can never get more career soldiers here. Who's this? Prime Minister somewhere. Finland, it look like? Or, yeah. 21,000 people protesting the expansion of the army.
We are awaiting your
Uprising in Athens. Good lord. Alright, send in reinforcements. Dispatch them, and I want to see if I can get away with without military intervention in this riot. Yeah, no more expanding that military, sorry. That's just problems.
We are awaiting your
I
instructions.
got that.
The rioters have
Yeah, we got that. Move in on those guys. Lock them up. Good. Let's move in on these guys down here. Lock them up. Good. Now they're all on the move. We'll block them though. Right here. Concentrate the police there. And block these guys. And hopefully that will contain the rioting. We do have reinforcements on the way. I don't want to deploy troops. See if we can't block them with that says flee. I don't want to flee. Alright, hold your ground there, men. Oh man, way too many of them. Popular uprising. Pause that. Let's throw in some tear gas. That should mix it up a little bit, hopefully. And you're running away instead of throwing tear gas. Throw the tear gas. Throw it. Are you out of tear gas? Throw the tear gas. There we go. Any tear gas? There's some tear gas. And here comes some more police. Let's go lock these guys up. Get in there. And use these guys to lock them up. This car's just got in the way, really. More tear gas. We get them all? Alright, I think we put down that rebellion pretty well. Able to expand the military. Put down the rebellion. Expand our power. Put down the riot. That looks good.
We have subdued the red.
Uprising has been subdued. Armed forces have been increased. 35 cruisers have been deployed off the coast of Cyprus. Aircraft and troop redeployment.
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating.
Alright, infiltrating more terrorist groups. Good. And we are just waiting for the UN now to give us the authorization, and we're going to go in and take Cyprus. Individually, I'm not going to ask for any help here, so that Syria won't be able to sweep in and grab themselves a new dependency here in Jordan like they did right there. Right there, dependency of Syria. Which should be part of our empire, because Syria is our dependency. And they are getting hit with a lot of these. We can send in aid here. Send in 30 million. Help them out with that one. And let's send in... Oh! I think I gave too much. Estimated it was 0.3 million. Ah, that's 300,000. I gave 30 million. I always screw up these numbers. These decimal points always screw me up. Alright, let's just do one donation there. Well, they got a ton of money. Alright. $30 million. Well, hopefully that helps. Aid to the dependencies here, buffering us off.
The current political orientation somewhat annoy, from report 12 by...
I don't know why that is an issue. So these guys both buffer us off from the other Middle Eastern states, although I want to expand. We could probably expand into Iraq too. Will that cause more damage? There's also Saudi Arabia. We don't have any. We do have... They are funding the, what do you call it? The Martyrs of God group. Secret police. Managed networks. Do we have Saudi Arabia? We do have Saudi Arabia, and they are political spying. Serbia. Yeah, we got dirt on most of these guys, I think. Our Secret Service has been doing pretty well. We are still at 95% popularity, even with an uprising and the militaristic expansion. And right now, still just waiting. We're going to come up with the end of the third quarter, too. Which means I can probably invest more. And it looks like we're at the end of an episode here. So, $66 billion in excess. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, please support the channel any way you can. Patreon, affiliated funding, likes, comments, everything is appreciated any way you can do that. Oh, something's happening here. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.